I'm getting better. How's it, everybody, on this Tuesday evening here in South African? Yeah, so what's it? The Central African time. All right, now we're fidgeting with camera. Thank you. Yes. Hello, Erica Holtzkamp. Hello, Fiery Nessa. Yeah, Fiery Nessa says her whole life is in limbo. Well, I think we're all in limbo at this moment with this terrible pandemic, scamdemic, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, we're still in freaking lockdown here. It's horrendous, and they're now threatening more lockdowns, like level 5 coming in December. You're right. Cool. Thank you for looking forward to the stream. How's it, Cam? Yes. Hello, Brandon. Good evening. Hello. Yes. So I felt for the last 2 years in limbo, and I think that's why I had to make the move to not be in limbo, because I realized staying in my old home that I'd stayed in for 20 years, I was like, nah, stuff this. I need to move. I need to change my life. I need to get the water flowing again. Stagnation is just not good. It's just not a place, like you can't grow if you're in a stagnant place. And it's just so hard to be, I think, in limbo. And I think sometimes it's a huge comfort zone. We either stuck in an emotionally abusive relationship, or a mentally abusive relationship, or a physically abusive relationship, or even a job, or something that just keeps us grounded, or it's in a place. There's so many things that contribute to this. And I think the huge psychosis is that we're scared of change as people. There's so many people that have a routine, and we get into routines, and it's comfortable for us. And routine feels very safe. And I think also being in limbo, as frustrating as it can be, it's safe, right? Things get very, very safe. Good evening, Roy. How's it going? Yes, all the way from USA. What time is it there? So, and that's even if you look at the world is not stagnant, right? We've got different time zones. It's constantly spinning. There's motion. And I think nature tries to show us, our living world, that we have to change in order to grow. And we cannot stay in limbo. And I wish the government would catch a wake up, or the world would catch a wake up, because this stagnation of being in this pandemic is just, it's soul destroying for a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people have been isolated, cut away from families. I know that at the beginning of lockdown, there were families completely on other sides of the world who got separated. I know a family member of ours had just moved overseas, and they were had sent their children here to South Africa to be with their father. And lockdown happened, and they couldn't see their kids for like those first 3 months. Like just cut, like just a wall gone up, and you can't see someone. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, all right. So it's still early afternoon in the US of A. And that's what's amazing. That's so incredible. And humans have this ability to adapt so well. And we also have this incredible, like, we can become so purged in a routine, almost like it becomes part of our essence. And do you think routines are maybe good for us? Do you think they're bad for us? In fact, they say every addiction stems from a routine. So I know a lot of smokers out there, including my old self back in the day. Like, if I had a cup of coffee, the first thing at work in the morning, I used to go and stand outside and have a smoke, or like you'd have a smoke with your coffee. And you have to break the mental pattern of, okay, I can have a coffee and not light a cigarette. And I had a friend, who would get into her car, and the first thing she would do is light a smoke, but she could literally not start her car unless she had a smoke. It was like, whew, okay. What is Brandon saying? You either you either to decide to die with COVID or live without it. Yeah, that's profound there. So yeah, cease smokers. Yeah. Now I wish us all to get out of our bad habits and to move forward in any state of limbo that we may be. No, I don't think smokers are disgusting. I don't think any. I think it's hard. It's hard. It can get a bit gross. I remember my dad. My dad was a hectic smoker. At one stage, he smoked so much at a time when he was going through crisis. He actually had like a bit of yellow on his fingers. It was rough. But in those days, flip. You still remember the ashtrays on the trolleys, right? Well, I do, my age. And there were ashtrays in the cinemas. So, yeah, vaping. Look, everyone has their own little crutch. Everyone has their own little thing that they need to do, their little sinful little thing that they do, and that's fine. Obviously, if it doesn't hurt anyone else, and then you'll get people saying, oh, but there's secondary smoke. And okay, now we're talking about smoking. But my point is that in order to change any stagnation, and limbo is a stagnation, I think. And the original, I looked up the definition, and it stems from the Bible. Well, not the Bible, but the Roman Catholics sort of said that you were in limbo. They came up with this term that you were in limbo if for all the baptized children were in limbo, or unbaptized children, sorry, forgive me, who lived before the birth of Christ. And that's a bit harsh in my books, but hey, each to their own. But that's the definition of limbo on Google. And it's just, and also I suppose every transition, limbo is a natural state. Whether it's moving jobs or going through an end of a relationship, there's a time that you are in limbo. The question is, how do you deal with that? Do you fraternize and worry about tomorrow? Or do you just take it on for today? Do you just deal with today for today? So I believe, like I could stress about a lot of things, obviously, with the moves of this house. I did some change. I did some change of hair. I've been playing with the hair. But yes, I think if you're in a limbo state, the best thing to do is not to think about it all the time, not to think about the outcome of what you need. It's so hectic. Another point of life is death. One of the hugest things a person can go through is losing someone suddenly. And that sort of impacting on you, and that being stuck in sort of a limbo reality, where a transition, when someone passes. And I know a friend of mine recently told me so there's a prayer in the Jewish ceremony that we do on certain holidays called Yizkor, which is remembrance. And one of their family members had passed, and they basically, only once your parents passed, you go and do the Yizkor ritual. And as children, obviously, if both parents were alive, you have to go out the synagogue, because it's seen as an evil eye. Not an evil eye, but like they say, the jealous eye. If you had parents and you were to stay in the service, then it's not like it's sort of frowned upon, because you're tempting fate, basically. Because if you have both parents alive, Yizkor is a time for remembrance, to remember the passing of parents and loved ones. And if you don't have anyone to mourn, then no one, they don't sort of stick to that. So you go out, and everyone, as a kid, you always think, geez, why do you have to go out? What happens? Does God's voice come down? And it's such a powerful moment, And when you have your first Yizkor after your family member dies, it's such a sort of letdown. Well, it was, I think, for me and also my friend. She expected, because children are chased out, and everyone, not only children, but people who still have parents. So you think, oh, it's so like, it's very specific and it's so holy. And it's literally a repetition of Psalms, and it's literally, I'll find out more about it and we can discuss it one day. But it's about remembering the soul and the person and saying a prayer and elevating their souls. So that's what remembrance is about. And I think when we lose someone suddenly, it's so hard to deal with that. But in a way, if we celebrate our lives and we do good things, like say we give charity, or we give a sandwich to a beggar, or clothes to a beggar, or to whatever contribution you want to, and you think to yourself, I want to do this for the soul of my beloved, and apparently it lifts it. Now, whether you believe, I believe there are souls and there are rebellious angels like all of you, like moi, and the journey continues. The life is ever flowing life, and this is what's so fucking frustrating about the lockdown and what the world is going through, because we're all stuck, and business is stuck. I had a client today say, no, they're not doing anything, because they're not going to continue hiring a shop or whatever it was, because they're scared of the economic impact of COVID. So yeah, it's very, very disruptive, and a lot of people have lost so many things, and it's freaky. So, but to get back to, I suppose, the ever dealing with change is, where's the balance? Where do you set those boundaries? How do you push yourself out and just breathe and just realize it's so important to accept the now, that this is what you're going through, and as frustrating as it is, to live that moment, I think it's quite hectic. So what does Brandon say here? Weg was my bril. The state of limbo is very topical. I think a lot of folks are stuck here right now, especially with the change of seasons. Yeah, no, listen, according to seasons, I don't think summer got the memo. Have you checked the weather here in Gauteng? I don't know what it's doing about the rest of the country, but it's like hot. Then it's like, no, we're not going to be hot. We're going to be cold. So let's go back like this morning. I was like, what the heck? It's freezing. It's overcast. Like, if it's going to rain, rain. No, it didn't rain. So yes, thank you for pointing that out. But that's the thing. Even the weather changes. Nothing stays the same. Everything's moving, and I think that's what's so frustrating. My cat. Oh. Yeah. No. Look, it's very hard. I mean, I can't comment. I've lost close friends and I've lost family members. But you have to elevate their souls. You have to remember them, and for good. And you have to live your life as best you could, because if you are here, I believe your goal is not finished. And it's so important to be who you are. And nobody knows, like, you're driving along, you think to yourself, what is my purpose? What do I have to do? What is my goal? It's your matchness. You have to get in touch with your matchness. And that dream as a little boy, whether it was riding a go-kart or a roller coaster or a kite or building a kite or building a motorbike, or do it. I mean, I know Cameron collects guitars. Cameron will be on the show hopefully in a week or a couple of weeks. We have to set a date, and he'll be telling us all about his guitar collection, so looking forward to that. And I also have a financial advisor who's going to be doing a segment on the show and basically giving us a financial 101 every week, just a little part snippet on what is what. Like, I know a little bit, obviously, flip, I'm 40 something. In fact, who can guess my age? Excuse me. And they'll be coming in. Like, I sort of think I know what to expect from finances. But if you tell me what markets are doing with this and with that, I don't know. Like, I don't have a clue. Like commodities, like just the basics. Like, yes, I know a little bit, but I don't know. I think I huge, like, need the basic. Escape from Groundhog Day. When is Groundhog Day? Is it today? Like, that's the craziest thing. Like, oh yes, like the repetitive monotony, like that movie. I saw a thing on Graham Norton today with him. What was his name again? So Ghostbuster, Bill Murray. I don't know. Does he scream creep to you? I don't know. Apparently he went up to one of some film star. I can't think. I saw the clip, and it was Selena Gomez, I think. And he whispered something in her ear, and everyone was like, "Ah!" No, I think he's okay. He's just a harmless old man until we find out no, I'm kidding. He's part of some weird Hollywood ring of psychopaths. Who knows? Yes. So, what else is everyone saying? Okay, you close cam, but no cigar. Sorry, nearly, but no cigar. Ha ha ha. So yeah, so I believe to focus on the day, not to worry about necessarily tomorrow. Look, planning is always good. And that's why we're going to have a financial person on. The financial person, if you want me to mention you and who you are, you can say yes or not now, but in some formal way. And we'll be delving into it. It's always good to plan. And it's always good to set goals. And there's always a solution. I think there's got to be a solution. There can't be a roadblock. And your circumstance is really in your control at times, even though it might seem very hard. I mean, if you're in a state of poverty and dejection and you can't see out of that mindset, sometimes it just helps to talk to someone. So maybe someone has an idea, an auntie, an uncle, a friend, a neighbor. Someone could maybe give you some perspective on how to unlock that, ball and chain, that stuckness. And yeah, I really hope by this time next year, the world will be breathing better and we won't be dealing with all this cuck that we've been dealing with. I think it's been so hard. I think of us in our late 30s and 40s. I mean, having our world, I really expected 2020 to be like my year. And look, I've been very blessed. I've worked hard. I'm grateful for everything I have. But I wanted to go overseas. I wanted to plan. And now it's like, shit. Yeah. So I wanted to see friends of mine from overseas. It was going to be, I wanted to go to F1 in Budapest. That was going to be awesome. Yeah, we'll talk about the Formula One just now. There's going to be big things this Sunday. I predicted all this change and stir up. You know my theory on it. Where's my blue streak? Where's it gone? It's hiding. Oh, there it is. It still like shocks me sometimes. What was that? No. Yes, bit of a change. And I think I am starting to go grey. I did find like two straggles. And someone said, there it is. I think it's come out. And someone said, don't pull them. It makes more. So, okay, we won't pull them. Hello, Fiery Nessa. Yes, so I think trying to get out of, your routine, even if it's going a different route one day, deciding I've never been this way, let's do it, and habits and pulling yourself out of the limbo, out of the rut, and talking to yourself kindly and not repeating negative things in your mind. I mean, I do it so often. And I once said, I did something and I'm such a schmuck. I'm such an idiot. And someone said to me, you do know that your ears can't turn off, that everything that comes out of your mouth is your brain's busy listening to. And the penny dropped, and I still do it. Listen, I'm not perfect. I freak out. I mean, I came home this evening and my son's on holiday and he'd made some dish in the kitchen and it was an unpluffing. And I just lost. Let's call him Teddy. Teddy! Get your ass here now. And he was like, oh, what the? But yeah, he cleaned up, sort of. And yeah, he hadn't done the chores I'd asked him to. And he's stuck in his routine. He just wants to jowl PlayStation all day and be in his room and chat to his friends. In fact, thank God he passed out early last night because he'd had an all-nighter the night before. But I actually, thank God, I wonder what he would have done had he not been able to get on. So he's not on all social media, but communicate with his friends. Yes. What's Nessie saying? I know. Live in the moment, mindful awareness. Look, it's hard. It's hard as AF to do it because sometimes we really get bogged down in our stuff. We get down and we think, oh, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? And, we sort of take pity parties. And Brett's doing this. Yes. Hey, Brett. The colored communities in Peru are feeling marginalized by the ANC, believe it or not. Okay. I don't watch any SABC, so I do not know. Well, let's hope they get out of their comfort zone. And it's a thought. Maybe, I don't know why they should be feeling that. I think I'm so sick and tired of labels as well. I'm so sick and tired of, everyone slapping a label on something. We're all human. We all want the same things. We all want a job. We all want food. We all want Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Hello, people. Hello out there. It's enough with the you're a this, you're a that, you're too much of a this. Get over yourself. You're not like us. You're like them. You should have been this. You should have done that. Ugh, it's enough. Get over it. Love each other. Follow your Bible. Feel your authenticity. Feel the source. Feel the nature. Do what you love. Get out of it. Get out of the rut. Okay, you guys are chatting. This actually gets very difficult. We all want high-speed internet. And mine. Yeah. And WhatsApp. I don't know, but that might be your wish, Brandon, but it's not mine. Like last night, I can honestly say I wasn't affected. It was, and I made a decision long ago to not be affected by things like Facebook. First of all, I decided not to really post anything too private on it. I am I'm not a very private person. Like if you're in my inner circle and you know me, you know what's going on in my life. It's no secrets. I've got nothing to hide. But there are certain things, obviously, you got to protect yourself from. And that's where, I must say, when it comes to protection and security, that's where routine is good. And also, it can also be a deterrent, because if you're stuck in a routine, then someone who maybe wants to do you harm could know exactly what you're doing. So it's always good to maybe change things up a bit, now that I think about it. But it's good to have a plan. I know, so there's the book I was reading, it's on my bookshelf, called Autopsy by Professor Ryan Blumenthal. He once gave us a talk on how to have a plan. That if, God forbid, something should happen, there's a plan. There's a code word. You could say, like, hello, love, I'm at the BP, and your partner should know that you never go to the BP, and know that something's up. Something simple like that, something that would bring up in daily conversation that the person that's, God forbid, holding you captive or doing something would not necessarily be an alert. So, there's always that. And just get out of your comfort zones, people. And I think, and do something that challenges you. Do something that sort of scares you. They say you're not learning unless you do one scary thing a day. I don't know what I did scary today. I'm not sure. Woke up and got dressed. No. Yeah. So, okay, you two are chatting. I wasn't too worried about Facebook, but a lot of sub-Saharan Africa people use WhatsApp to do business. No, for sure. And even Facebook. Make no mistake. I mean, I thought of my friend overseas. She does a lot of advertising. Okay, I don't know what you oaks. Okay, you oaks are making me hungry. Built on cashew nuts. Oh, I'm not so mull about. Did you guys ever see how cashew nuts are made? It's actually quite a thing. Like, you should investigate it. It's quite scary. No, I'm an almond girl. No, not an almond. What are they? Brazil nuts. Oh, do I have a thing? Brazil nuts, like Cadbury's milk dairy chocolate with Brazil nuts. Or what were those things they used to get at the? They used to make them. Now they only make the Whispers. It was Cadbury's. What was Nutties? When we ever used to go to the movies back in the day, the cinema, the Skype, nee. Used to buy a box of popcorn, and if you were really fortunate, you got a box of Nutties. Was it Nutties or Nutties? I think. Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for them to bring back Nut Puffs. What happened to Nut Puffs? And I think it was Beacon. Beacon, hello. Where are my Nut Puffs? Like, I miss them with a sore heart. I want them back. Dang it. Nut Puffs. Remember little orange sweets, like crystallized, like they look like little crystal things, and they taste nutty. Yum, yum. Ooh, finger licking good. By the way, who's had that lately? The one near us, it's not so bad. I think the first week we obviously moved and might have partook in that. Yeah, no, Fariness is saying I remember smoking at intervals at cinemas. There used to be days where you could smoke in the cinemas. That's how that was. But I know I've gone off topic, but I just wanted to reiterate how, change is inevitable. And whether a situation pushes us into that change, where we find ourselves either stuck in limbo for a time that we're fearful to do something about it, whip yourself out of it. Get out of it. Change your routine. Change a way of thinking. Anything. Look, I do think there's a time that it's healing, but I think you need to march on. And we've been stuck too long in the current status quo. I'm not enjoying it anymore. I'm just and I'm fine. Like, I'm of the opinion, I think more of other people that are battling with what's going on right now. I mean, my life is pretty like, so there's like a, I don't know if it's the right word, but like cushy, like not a problem, like lush, like happy, like comfy. I don't what's happening in the world, obviously, well, financially I suppose it has all hits us. Things are going insanely expensive. Like, I bought like 2 packets the other day and it came to over 600 rand, and I'm like, huh? But I suppose I'm trying to make changes in veggie stores, in going to veggie stores, trying to buy more veggies and fruit, trying to, obviously, having been sick a couple of months ago, that changed my perspective on things. So trying to get healthier. But yes, I don't know what conversation you oaks are having, but that sounds damn good. Damn good. Grapefruit schnapps. You know what I have had? The granadilla one. There's a granadilla one in the shops. I don't know which brand it is. I think it's got a purple sticker on it. That stuff is to die for. It's divine. It's the granadilla schnapps or the granadilla vodka. You're anchored. Who's anchored? Am I anchored? I'm an earth sign, so I like to think I'm anchored. I don't like change. It's very stressful for me. But it is inevitable. It is inevitable. And sometimes you have to make that hard change so that you can move forward. So yes. And there was another point I was thinking about earlier. It will come to me. So yeah, what changes are you guys going to make? I just remembered it. Okay, answer that question. What changes are you guys going to make? One simple change in your life. I think the hardest limbo to go through is like a court case. I think that's hectic when you're waiting for a decision to be made on something, especially in the real world where it's court case and it's something completely out of your hands, or divorce, or you're waiting for that promotion or that decision. I think, and especially when it's in someone else's control, I think that is cuck. That is so cuck. But yeah, that's something, and you've got to roll with the punches and sort of just. I sometimes think everything is meant to be, as hard as that is, as scary as that is, and I mean, it's hard when we lose someone. That is the worst. That is the absolute worst. But I think it's not about us. It's about them, and it's about their journey too. And especially with our children flow through us. Our children, sorry, I'm going to have a sip. I know, obviously, when my brother passed, and my mom did tons of therapy, and obviously she had, depression for many years, and we didn't know back then what it was. I mean, there was no one could say, oh, she's got depression, and I just got on with things. And she didn't even know what she was, but she could literally not move because she was in like the depths of hell after losing my brother. And I just had to get on with it. So yeah. Now I'm getting all depressing, but it's about looking at what's still there, seeing what's still there. I mean, there are so many cats, Roy, that need good homes. And I think, yes, you need time to sort of heal, but I think and I believe in reincarnation. I do. I'm not necessarily saying from humans to animals, but I think animals, and I think there's definite lessons. There's definitely journeys. I do believe there's a process. Yes, Varinessa, just be and enjoy what you can. No, and decide you're going to do something that makes you happy, a dream, this, even if it's like, I know Cameron loves his guitars. I mean, he can still play, but I'm sure he could play a lot better before everyone knows he had his accident. I'm sure he could play like a really amazing riff. But yes. I just want to see, the bus court case still haunts me. 74,000 is not easy to find, especially if the whole thing wasn't your fault and they could have gone after my company. No, look, there are things that are very unexplained. Like, I always beat myself up and say, oh, I don't know about Bitcoin. Well, maybe I would have done stupid decisions with that Bitcoin, and I would have hung myself because, I would have been upset about the Bitcoin. Vanessa says she's lived many lives. Fair enough. Brandon, I lived a mini knife. Yeah, so I don't know. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I did ask you guys what you're going to change. If you think you're going to change something, what is that thing? Whether it's walking more in the evenings now, or waking up later, or deciding once a month you're going to sleep in. You're going to sleep in on a Saturday, or you're going to wake up early on a Saturday. Trying to break that stuckness, that limbo, because change will happen. And often change kicks us on our asses. That's when change happens, and it comes at the worst time. And I think, like I was saying last night, obviously with the downtime of all the social media, if you become less attached to all these things, it's easy, right? It's easy to do that. I think if we're not so bogged down by and needing things, it becomes easier. But yeah, I don't know. That's my little bit of my 2 cents. They're just lessons in every day. They're lessons. I'm still learning lessons. Obviously, being so sick a couple of months ago, obviously made me reflect a little bit. Losing my cousin makes you think. It makes you trying to realize what you want in life, where your goals are, what you know. And we all get bogged down. We all get stuck, and it's just about. It's about. Yeah, moving on up. Oh, look who's here. It's Fine. I left my window open and then went to have dinner. Why? Did it rain in? I don't understand. You left your window open and then went to have dinner. So what happened? Which window? Your window on your laptop or window on your like in your house? And it's I don't even know what the weather's in Cape Town. What's it doing, madam? What's it doing? Is it pouring with rain again? Like summer hasn't gotten the memo. It needs to be summer. It hasn't. We still, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll be, oh my God, it's so hot. I wish it would be winter. Like we're never happy. We're never happy with our status quo. No, be happy. There's always someone less fortunate and there's always someone more fortunate. And just be happy with yourself because I'm telling you now, if you had 3 people all lined up, Bill Gates, George Bezos, or some other schmuck, you'd always choose yourself. So yes, we'd always go back to our own problems. Yes? Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh, I love it. Yes, I am numb. No, last time I looked, my nuts weren't numb. Not that I have nuts. We were talking Brazil nuts earlier, but no, my nuts aren't numb. Yes. I may be wait, say the word. Hermaphroditic. No, I don't know. Who was that? Lady Gaga said that. She intimated that she may or may not be a hermaphrodite. And some journalist asked her, so, are you one? She's like, well, I don't think my fans give a hoot. Oh, what a legend. What a legend. Beautiful day in Cape Town. Nice. No, you didn't miss a lot. It's fine. You know me, I rehash things and I forget, then I come back to them. But yes, so try and live in the moment. Try and know that everything is for the good, as hard as it seems. Even it might not be the good for us, it might be good for someone else. We don't know. We don't know what the plan is. We don't know. But as long as we're authentic and we're breathing. I think it's so important to breathe. And that's crazy, right? Like I forget to breathe. I think that's why I have so much cortisol running through my veins. Hello, madam. Lovely to see you. Oh, shucks. Thank you. This takes lots of work in the mirror. Trust me. It's not all real. My happy mix is wearing shorts and a t-shirt for work every day now while having the heater on for my feet for the first 3 hours of the morning while doing corporate presentations. Mix it up. Having the best of both worlds, Brandon. Yeah, no. What else of like funny habits has everyone gotten into with this whole lockdown? And that's the thing, like things are never going to be the same. I think people will try be the same, like get into the same. I still want to go to Jaws. I still want to go to concerts. I still want to, I feel so sorry for the young people of today. Like you've literally got a speed date. Like if you're wanting to take home a one night stand, you have to scope out the talent, like mission on, like buy those drinks early in the night. Like men have to step up their game, yo. Like seriously, like men have to seriously like spot the diva. Okay, decide that's it. I'm going in for the kill because life is short. Like life's become infinitely shorter with the lockdown. Yes. Right. Change and the fear thereof is a good topic. No, for sure. We can't. Change is inevitable. Like I say, you can't avoid it. It's gonna happen. Whether it's getting old or me, gray somewhere. So yeah, I'm having fun with that, as you can see. It's going to happen. There's nothing we can do to stop it. The earth will continue to spin. And especially like we think, we're so big in our little worlds. Our egos are enormous and we're so important. Newsflash, we're not. In fact, I think I told my son today, he was asking me something about animals. And I said, newsflash, we're not the center of the universe as human beings. We're actually the most vulnerable. I think out of nature, we're the only species that cannot walk or swim when we're born. We cannot fend for ourselves. Yes, like little horses, but every animal can literally stand up and move when they're born, or in the first like few hours. Us, we're like dependent on our parents for the first, 18 years in some cases 35 years. Like that's a reality. And I think it's not only now, it's always been that way. It's always been that way. Or in some cases 26. But yes. Okay, what are the people saying? I don't have that game. Wait, which game, Cameron? Oh, no, you see, now I'm far behind in the comments. There is a season for all things. Whatever you are in, it will change, good or bad. No, that's what the good book says. It says there's a season for everything. Hello, Roadrunner. How you doing? Yes. So, like I was just saying, like we're so hurtful of being in this pandemic that it's we need to make changes in our lives, and yeah, this lockdown must seriously fucking end. Yeah, not cool. It's not fun anymore. I'm laughing all the way. Thank you for the your near pleasure. Change. No, we have to. And if you're going through limbo, don't get bogged down in it. Like, focus for today. Do what you have to do for that day. Because it just causes anxiety and stress, and there's fuck all you can do about it. So, breathe. What you say? We are by far the dumbest photo hominids by far. How many things have gone missing or extinct with us around? Oh yeah, no, look, let's not even go there. I mean, the fact that, you know, it's with, I mean, I think DreamWorks and all these, I mean, look, I love a good old back in the day Disney film, but I think DreamWorks with the ogre, grab your pitchforks, and we have killed so much. I mean, I think of the Red Indians, how much knowledge those people had, how much intricate, precious earth secrets they had. And what did the white man do? Nearly wiped them out. Look, I'm not saying they were innocent, but I mean, it's just so barbaric. Just so barbaric. And how all the bears, let's go and kill all the bears, all the whales, there's still people in the world that believe dolphins are, I think it's the Japanese, who believe that dolphins are a pest in the oceans. And also like the whole shark thing, the whole, yes, and now, of course now. Yeah, I've been practicing my heavy metal voice. Like, no, like we're still living in like we're pathetic as humanoids, pathetic hominids. Is it hominids? Homo sapiens. We cannot be tens and billions of, I don't know. You know me, I'm a religious kind of person, so I think carbon dating's just a bit off, just a bit wacky. Just saying. I mean, if you can see what a volcano can do in 48 hours, or a Musa tsunami, like wipe out an entire city and there's nothing there, and then you go, and that was just one tsunami. Okay. But hey, we all live entitled to own. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Who knows? Who cares? Yeah, it doesn't really faze me. Okay, cool. Oh, yes, let me do this. So on our playlist, okay, so Brandon's Talking playlist, we have a Telegram group if anyone wants to join. Let me just check it. Yeah, there it is at the bottom. It's the Rebellious Group 2.0 on Telegram. I don't post a lot of stuff. I don't mind if anyone else does. There's no really real rules. Just be, yeah, civil. It can be a bit of debate, but remember, it's supposed to be a safe space. And yeah, you're welcome to share music, games, ideas, posts, memes, jokes, anything that rocks your boat. So yeah, there's that. Let me go back to that. Knoppy, did I say? It's politically incorrect to say Red Indian. We're supposed to say Native American. Yes. Okay, forgive me. I are learning this stuff as well. See, what's life without learning? Yes, now where's that comment? Okay, wait, we've gone down. There we go. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I knew there was a better term for that word. So Native American. Or what, you won't be allowed to say native soon. Yeah. No, I think we jump too quickly. We expect too much. We Woosa, people. Woosa. Everything has its place. A season for everything. This too shall pass. It has to. The earth is continuously spinning. The universe is continuously expanding. It will change. It will change. It has to change. And if you feel stuck, change something small. Something small, like Sean Connery would say. Oh, yeah. Oh, and now it's Blut Engel and Blackbriar. Hey? I don't know where he is. Yeah, Blackbriar. Blackbriar. And he found this incredible website. I'll share it on the group about the latest bands and stuff. It like does ratings and stuff. Carbon dating. Yes, Brandon, carbon dating. I don't know if it's like a thing. What metal bands are your favorites? Come, guys, put it in there. Anyone have any metal bands, heavy metal bands, or even punk rock bands? What was that? Select your dead age group. Swipe left or right. Wait, huh? What do you mean select your dead age group? Yeah, no, but that's like a dating app. By the way, who still does it? Who's had any successes on that? I mean, I know I met TG on Tinder years ago, but I would hate to think what it's now. Apparently there's Bumble now, and get out there. Oh, and there's something I heard about swinging the other day, but that's a show for another day. That's going to happen in a few weeks' time. We're going to be delving into that, but that's a wait and see. We'll see. I'm still trying to convince the guest. Brilliant. Okay, cool, Cam. So I didn't even know what symphonic metal was until I met TG. I had no idea, none. So yeah, see, I learned something. Okay, Cameron says Slayer. You have to do a specific genre. There are many metal iterations. Okay, well, you pick one. I don't know. I don't know them all. I don't. Okay, cool. So I've heard Five Finger Death Punch. I've heard of them. I don't know a lot of their music, I'll be honest. But yeah, see, we learned something. We're changing something. Some things we're getting out of our stuckness. And I think being distracted from going through shit is also very important, to not be in limbo and not sit in the rut that is that. So yeah, Mensa, I think it's time to maybe say goodnight. I'm planning on only really streaming for half an hour. But by the way, please let know what time do you think and what day is a good time to stream. I'm still trying to figure it out for myself. I've always said Tuesdays, and I'm thinking Thursdays, maybe Wednesdays, maybe over the weekend on a Sunday evening. But I'm always bushed on a Sunday night. So I'm always like, and there's always like back from friends, and it's rush. And isn't it weird about a Sunday? There's always some freaking drama, right? Like I remember when Clint's daughter got bit by a dog. That was a Sunday evening. It was like a huge stuff up. Okay, you guys are still okay. Let's go through the bands. Offspring. Okay, that's a different genre again. So symphonic metal. You just said symphonic, but it might not sit well. I know there's some very prejudiced people that don't like symphonic metal. Baroness says Offspring. Okay. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. You owe me. How do I owe you? Okay, you're gonna have to send an invoice. But you're probably right. I probably do owe you. Well, I'm taking too much of your time. No. Okay, Roy's gonna say cheers. Bye, Roy. God bless. Bye. Good love to your cat. Yeah, shame. Oh, it's hard. I swear, I actually think losing furry creatures is sometimes harder than losing, I don't know. Whew, I love my pooches. Oh, I love her. Even though now she looks like a rat. Oh, I took her to the poodle parlor. Yee, kids. And I said, like, neaten her up, like, trim her because it's summer. Woof. It now looks like a Vorshoint. A Scotty, and her body does this. So if this is her head, so it's like a tiny little head, and she's like me. And then it's like, whoomp, like rump, like there's this fat torso. She literally looks like a tick. It's like, oh my god, I love this dog. I have to love her. Like she's amazing. But like hair is important, people. Hair is so important, right? I think Gloria, you were saying as well that you had a no, we're not showing her. She's sleeping now. Oh, mommy, it's 8 o'clock. It's her bedtime. It's her bedtime. Vanessa, I need direction, not whenever. I need direction. Yeah, Metallica is still awesome. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what song that is, but don't stress. Okay, Laurie, who's saying goodbye? Laurie's saying goodbye. Oh, to Roy. All right. Toodles. Don't you love that? I wonder where that word originated from. Toodles. We need to do a stream on like. Oh no, I'm not saying. No, we're not. Okay, TG's gonna show her. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Let's put the. No, man. No, I'm in shame. Oh, look at it. It looks. It's very like shaved. Very shaved. Hello, Magula. You don't love the cameras. Yes. And look at these little legs. Like they're like sticks. Like, okay, take her, shame. She's camera shy. Oh my god, she's heavy. If I just did deadlifts with her, I'd be like Wonder Woman. Yeah, no, I should probably. Yeah, she's very intimidated by the camera. I'm sorry. Ooh, and when she came back from the poodle parlor, she had stink eye. Proper stink eye. Like she was not happy with me. Felt so bad. Yeah. Okay, Friday Nesta says Thursday. Thursday, 7:30. 7:30 usually suits me. I swear I can't stay awake longer. I can't like manage it. Tulu, which I think came from English. No, for sure. I'm sure it did came, but like the loo. No, that would be bog hole. Ha ha. Yes, toodaloo, darling. And also, who hates it? Like, if someone calls, hey, cooey! Hello, cooey! I remember my grandmother always used to say, cooey! What the hell? Who's lovely? She's lovely. Which one? Who? Let me go back to comments. Names, meetings, the rest of you being take it easy. All right. Good night, Brandon. Yeah, peeps. I think I'll stream till about 1:30, another few minutes. Okay, Fiery Nessa says yes. 7:30. Okay, wait, I'll go back. Although it could come from French. Okay, like oui is spelled O-U-I. How freaky is that? Oui, monsieur. Merci. In fact, I watched a show recently, and this little girl in the show spoke such good French. Like, oh, I swear I was tingling all over. Yes, you know what I mean. It's like a beautiful language. Oh, it's beautiful. Très bien. And merci. And je ne sais quoi. Laurie's probably laughing her hat off. Yeah, no, my little pooches is but she looked way better. Like, actually, I'll put on other photographs next time. But she honestly, mama gotta love that face. Mama gotta love that heart, because she is ugly now. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Give me stink eye again. Oh yes, your fur baby. Yeah, she's a scoodle. We think she's half Scotty, half poodle. And I'm not into poodles, but I got her. She was very skinny and she needed a home. And yeah. Thank you. And she's mommy's girl to the T. But all our people are. Can't wait to watch. Wait, what was that, V? Free Guy. Oh, I've seen it. You have to. Oh, I won't give it away. I enjoyed it so much. There are so many movies that are out now that are just so not. That are like cuck. Like, who's Free Guy? I'm sure you can download it. I never said that. Did I say that? What did I say? I didn't say that. Yeah, I'm sure you can go watch it at the cinema. I don't know when it's out, but I'm sure it's out soon. Support your local cinemas, people. They are, of course, in dire straits. I enjoyed it, and I struggle to enjoy movies lately. So yes. Your tits are lying next to you. Why did you take your bra off? Yeah, I know you took your bra off. Like mine lie next to me when I get home. I can't wait to take that bra off. And it's like, oh, freedom! Yes. You see, I called it. Yes, I've just seen the comment because I took my bra off. There we go. There we go. You see? Scoodle, love it. Alrighty, peeps. What's the time? I think we're gonna call it, yeah? Or I'm trying to think what else. Okay, last 5 minutes. What one thing are we changing? I'm gonna try and have like green veg with every meal that I make now. I mean, last night was a stuff up. I only had mac and cheese because, like, I've got a teenage kid. Like he sees anything green, it's like a booger. He doesn't want to eat it. And I was exhausted. It was a long Monday yesterday, so I decided no. Let's do a simple mac and cheese. And I was very good. I had a small portion. I must say, I'm getting my shit together. I'm trying. But I think being sick and it's definitely loyed me. Like I get so tired and I'm thinking I can't just be like 40. Like I've got joint pain. Who the hell has joint pain at 40? That's not good. I'm like, oh look, there's that 80-year-old Tunny living next door. She's walking faster than me. Yay. Okay, I said 8:30. I know it's what time do you have? Okay, on this machine, it's 8:26. On this machine, it's 8:27. I'll go with this machine. Okay, 8:30. Gonna get a suck it up, buttercup. All right. Oh, listen here. I always try and suck it up. Yes. But I won't do that. But I won't do lipo, and I won't do what is that terrible stuff they inject into you? What's it called? Not lipo. Botox. I don't know if I could do that. Hey, it looks sore, and like I don't believe injecting in things into you that could like predominantly like stuff with your DNA and stuff with like your genetic makeup. I don't know. I don't want to do that. Ooh, I want to swim the mid-mile mile. Wow. Go for it. Decide. Even if it's not this coming year, then maybe the year after, like if it's too soon. But make it a goal. Put a pin in it. Decide. Yes, baby, I'm going to do that. I do know one thing. I will never, ever do the comrades. Not in this lifetime. It's never going to happen. Nope. Many things I want to do, but that is not one of them. No. But to you, mid-mile mile, go for it. Ladies. Yeah, who's watched Sex Education yet? So I looked up that one website they were talking about vulvas. Yes, that's a discussion for another day. Like I'm free and excited to explore my vulva and other not many vulvas. And I'm not talking about the vehicle, people, and not the Volvo. No. But that's a topic for another day. Oh, right, the mid-mile mile. No, look, each to their own. Yes. Oh, wow, Lloyd. Listen, Miss Overachiever, you don't have to come prod like, seriously. You've got your own rugby team. Now you do other things, really now, man. How can one compete? Really, hey? For fuck's sake. you know I love you. That's fine. Alrighty. So, okay. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a laugh with me or laugh at me. It's all good. And you enjoy your rest of your week. And join the Telegram group. Wait, let me find the little thing. It is this one. Right, there it is. Yes, Rebellious Group 2.0 on Telegram. Join it, find it. or contact me on email. In fact, I need to check that email. I think it's rebelliousruthie@gmail.com. If you want to come on the show, you want to discuss something with me, or there's a particular topic that you are keen to do, I say do this one. Yes, do that and leave a comment. You're always welcome to leave a comment below. Yes, and we can do all of that. Oh, right. You have a netball team. Forgive me. Yes. And what color are the uniforms? Green. Are you Irish, Melass, or are you more Scottish? Yes. Plus a coach. No, definitely. Says I cig in one hand and coffee in the other. Oh, gosh. Listen, we all have our poison. No one's judging. No one's judging. I loved swimming, but now I'm into guns. Oof. Yeah, no. You are just awesome. Alrighty. Good night, everybody. I think Vanessa's called it. And yeah. What? I didn't listen. I just asked my rabbi. He's got 10 of them. I mean, it's not bad. It's amazing. I just know I couldn't do it. I barely could have the one. And then another one, like someone else's one. Like, I can't handle it. But no, teasing. It's just, I take my hat off to you. I think you're incredible. I think, yeah. And I think kids are great. Why not? Have a bunch of them. I'm teasing. Okay, wait. We take that off and we do that. All right, lovies. Sorry, my rebellious angels. Okay. Good night. And yeah, have a good week. TTFN. Till next Tuesday. If not, I don't think I'm streaming again. We'll see. But yeah, you'll get the notification or I'll message you.